एटलांटिक कैनेडा सूबे दे विच वीकेंड ते हरिकेन आउण दी संभावना जताई जा रही है, जो एक खतरनाक तूफान दस्सिया जा रहा है। कैनेडियन हरिकेन सेंटर वालों इस संबंधित अपडेट दी गई है अते पीईआई एमरजेंसी मेजर्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वालों लेबल एक एनहांस्ड मॉनिटरिंग एक्टिवेट कर दिता गया।
This is a representation of the hurricane as of midday today on Thursday, with the position being 1,800 kilometers to the south-southwest of Halifax. The intensity is 250, 15 kilometers per hour, which makes it still a major hurricane at this particular point in time. And the forward motion is towards the north-northeast at 25 kilometers per hour. You'll also notice that we have what we call a trough of low pressure, which is a completely separate feature over the northeastern part of the U.S. And that particular feature is going to slide across the Maritimes over the next 12 to 24 hours. And as the tropical system approaches, both of these features will interact, resulting in a very, very strong post-tropical storm by the time it reaches us here in the early morning hours of Saturday. So this is just a representation of the model tracks issued earlier this morning. You can see that they're very tightly clustered in a storm making landfall in eastern Nova Scotia, either eastern mainland Nova Scotia or Cape Breton, before moving into the Gulf of St. Lawrence and affecting parts of eastern Quebec and Newfoundland as well. And this is the official track issued not too long ago, which shows the center of the storm tracking through Cape Breton. That would be in the early morning hours of Saturday morning. Now, you'll also notice that the potential track error at that particular point in time, early Saturday, is still anywhere from central Nova Scotia into the western part of Newfoundland and Labrador. So we'll have to keep an eye on that over the next 24 hours to see if there are any changes in the track there. There's almost always some little wobbles in the track. That's to be expected, but the track should be within that cone of uncertainty as it tracks towards eastern Canada. So what I have up here is a representation of wind speed. So by Friday, late Friday evening, we're going to start to see some of the effects from the winds from this particular storm, even though the center will still be quite a distance offshore. Those stronger winds start to move in the overnight hours of Friday into Saturday, and then finally Saturday morning we're going to see some of those stronger winds still affecting parts of the eastern Maritimes, and then moving up into Newfoundland and Labrador and eastern Quebec as well. In terms of rainfall amounts, we're looking at anywhere from generally in the area that's going to be affected the most, which is again parts of eastern and central Nova Scotia, along with Prince Edward Island. We could see easily anywhere from 100 to 150. And again, we can't rule out up to about 200 millimeters of rain. We've seen storms in the past that have resulted in those kind of rainfall amounts. So this is total rainfall amounts by Sunday morning.
ब्रिटिश कोलंबिया सूबे के प्रिंस जॉर्ज शहर दे विच बीते दिनी भूचाल के झटके महसूस किए गए। इस भूचाल की तीव्रता 3.4 मापी गई। 3 बजे के करीब आए इस भूचाल तो बाद लोगों के विच काफी डर का माहौल भी है। हाले तक इस भूचाल के विच कोई जानी नुकसान की खबर सामने नहीं आई है। ब्रिटिश कोलंबिया सूबे के लोगों ने सोशल मीडिया राही भूचाल के झटकों बारे अपने विचार साझे किए।